How to Live with Type 1 Diabetes, your step-by-step guide to living with Type 1 diabetes. HowExpert with Reese. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on unique topics by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more. If you want to learn tips on how to cope with Type 1 diabetes, then get How to Live with Type 1 Diabetes by someone who has Type 1 diabetes in real life. Type 1 diabetes is not something to be taken lightly. Spending your entire life studying your illness, instead of actually living, isn't really what most diabetics have in mind either. Knowing the basics and living out the rest is the balance many are looking for, and the How to Live with Type 1 Diabetes guide is just the resource for the job. Life is meant to be lived fully and without restraints, and this guide offers countless tools to keep the weight of being a diabetic off your shoulders. Some of them include information on the newest technologies, basic steps, both mental and physical, to aid new diabetics, what you need to know about your illness, personal examples with blood sugar ranges, information on associated medical issues as well as how to avoid them, tips on exercising, eating, and even sleeping, help with how to talk to your doctor, specific references on topics like hospitals, insurance, and camps, emotional situations and how they affect blood glucose, preferences regarding what to look out for from a real Type 1 diabetic. Each chapter brings together the most contemplated, practiced, or forgotten parts of diabetic living, works to identify each one, and lists a number of steps and methods to improve life with Type 1 diabetes as a whole. Today is the day to start living your life with diabetes, instead of trying to live around it, and How to Live with Type 1 Diabetes is here to help. About the expert. Reese was diagnosed as a Type 1 diabetic in 2004. Having been hospitalized many times before discovering his illness, he is very experienced in being aware of, and remedying blood glucose problems. His philosophy is that the most important thing a diabetic needs to understand is not how to treat their illness, but how to live with their bodies to the best of their abilities. Corey has since been trying to find new ideas and ways to maintain a healthy lifestyle without having to completely change himself as a person. He's found living life, proactively instead of reactively, to be a difficult but rewarding experience. Reese's thought on living life with Type 1 diabetes is that the biggest obstacle to break through is seeing diabetes as just a label instead of a character trait, or personality defect. Once you realize that your illness is not just something to watch and fear, but also something to control and maintain, the door to healthier and more meaningful living will be open to you. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on unique topics by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.